Okay, the styles used in Eyre. Eyre was written in an autobiographical or first-person narrative, like the people that presented earlier said. Charlotte Bronte is known for her way of, like the way she writes most of her novels. It's more like she's explaining her life, she's talking about her life. So in this novel, Jane Eyre, the novel is told in Jane Eyre's own voice, using the first-person narrative, making the story personal and intimate, allowing readers to experience events exactly as Jane Eyre feels them. Like when she was trying to say in the chapter 1, when she was saying that there was no possibility of her walking. I can't remember the full paragraph, but she was trying to say that she cannot walk again after the stress and everything. You reading that novel now will be feeling it in your own mind. You'll be reasoning it. Okay, she faced torture. She cannot walk. As a human being now, you know that after a person faces torture, it will be difficult for the person to just stand up and be walking immediately. So the way Charlotte Bronte explains things in her books, or the way she narrates things using Jane Eyre's voice, you reading it will not be feeling that's more of realism. That's most of her works are realistic in nature. Also, I've also been going to her style, another style of writing. Jane Eyre is Charlotte Bronte is also known for her Gothic style of writing. Is it
Gothic
style of writing? The novel contains mystery, fear, suspense, and dark settings, especially at Thornfield. That Thornfield, you recall that when Jane Eyre, let me say that when she resumed work at Thornfield, she heard an eerie sound of Peter Mason laughing upstairs. So that sound now instilled fear in Jane Eyre herself, making the novel somehow horror in nature. Also, we can also see that in this Gothic style of writing, Jane Eyre also, you can see when Jane Eyre was locked up in the Red Room, and that Red Room, it was explained in this novel that the uncle, or I think the uncle died in that room, creating a sense of fear in Jane Eyre. As a little child she is, she was locked up there, she experienced fear, and also seeing mystery things, because for somebody to be looked at, she will be hallucinating as a human being. So also, the next style of writing, according to Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte's work, is also psychological style. The novel deeply explores inner workings of the mind. Jane Eyre consistently examines her conscience in the novel. Most of the things that Charlotte Bronte wrote in this novel about Jane Eyre, it's just making use of the psychological instincts of a human being. More often, you see Jane Eyre comparing herself to an animal. Because in the novel, she compared herself to a bird, a caged bird. If you have read that book, Caged Bird, you see when she's comparing herself to a caged bird. So, examining her conscience, trying to prove that she, as a human being, needs independence also. Okay, another one is feminist style. The novel also challenges the patriarchal and gender norms of the Victorian era. As we all know that the Victorian era has to deal with gender inequality, social consciousness, and all those things. So in Jane Eyre also, Charlotte Bronte made sure that she analyzed the gender inequality being meted out of Jane Eyre, considering the fact that she's a lady. She faced many let me say, maltreatments, both from the rich family, broken horse, and also when she was being tormented for love in John River's house. Also,
okay, in the words of Jane Eyre, can you give us some examples of those expressions that depict feminism? You said that the novel is feministic.
Yeah.
That one of the styles there is what? Feminism.
Yeah. So in chapter 23 of that book, if you read the chapter 23 of that book, you will see when Jane Eyre was saying, I am a free human being with an independent will. This year now, she's trying to explain that due to the nature of the Victorian era there, women are not allowed to do most of the things. She was restricted. Like she cannot, due to the fact that she's a lady, she's restricted to many things. That's why she's explaining here that she's also a human being. She deserves to be acknowledged equality. she also needs to be acknowledged the rights given to men also, thereby stating that she herself, because it was said that Victorian era is more of patriarchal system then. So she, having been born in that era now, was experiencing her own, like, was trying to talk out or trying to say in a way that she also deserves the independence given to men, because they see that back then a lady has to depend on a man to achieve most of the things. So that was why she made this statement in the chapter 23, I'm a free human being, it's an independent field. So requesting for gender equality, and this gender, she requesting for gender equality states shows the nature of Charlotte Bronte's style of writing, which also contains feminism.
Okay, another aspect of it, that is another instance of where she really emphasized the need for what gender equality was when she was given her reason for marrying Mr. Rochester at the end of the play. That now I have a man that I can no longer be under his control. The man was already what physically challenged, but she preferred marrying him in that state to marry him then that he was what wealthy and healthy. So her reason for marrying him at the end was because that at that time the man was now in a state that he was not even equal with her, but now she was now better off than him, and she can now control him. No longer he controlling her. Okay, you can go on.
Okay, also, Charlotte Bronte makes use of simple but powerful language. That's her diction. It's simple. But those simple words carry a powerful meaning. You can see in the work when she said, I could not unlove him now, merely because I found that he had ceased to notice me. This is when she went back to, what's that name? Mr. Rochester. Noticing that Mr. Rochester has lost his sight, and also, as they said, that he also lost one of his arms, so thereby rendering him incapable in so many ways. She now said that sorry, let me come again. I could not unlove him now, merely because I found out that he has ceased to notice me. That he cannot love him more. That it's not because Mr. Rochester cannot see him again that he cannot stop loving him, or rather be hating on him. Rather, it's now that he has total control of Mr. Rochester, like the teacher said, showing her strong feminist instincts throughout the work. Okay, I think I'm done with this. My next colleague.